Hello, YouTubers, hello, subscribers. I hope that you're having a wonderful, wonderful Saturday. I thought I would get on really quick. This is probably really going to be like a 10-15 minute video. It's going to be pretty short. It may not look like it, but I do feel a little icky today for some reason. But hey, you know what? Mommy duties never stop. So, anyway, moving on. Kisses to all my subscribers, the new ones, the current ones, and the loyalty ones, the ones that have been here forever. I do appreciate each and every one of you. Meghan Markle's pap walk. I really don't have too much to say about it. The only thing that I really noticed, and I noticed it because of other channels, was that she had this little thing on her arm. One person said that it was like a little stamp that said she was at Taylor Swift's concert. So that's one. And then another one said that it was like a stress thing. Whatever the case may be, she wanted us to see it so we could talk about it. And I want to pretend that it's the stress bump. And I thought to myself, I said, what do you have to be stressed about? You married a prince. You have two beautiful children. You're a multimillionaire. You're living above the A-listers that you always wanted to do. You're doing everything that you set out to do by all means necessary. No matter who you hurt, no matter who you stepped on, no matter what you did to climb to the top, it doesn't matter because it's all about Meghan's feelings. It's all about how she feels and what she's going through and how the press is tearing her down and how she has no accountability of any of this stuff. So you didn't create this firestorm of bad press on yourself. So we're just trolls. I'm a troll that decided, oh, and most of the Sussex Squads thinks that I'm out here making money. And honestly, I made $50 off my channel. I don't promote it for money. I talk about it because I'm exposing something that's a little foul on a and I'm doing it on a small scale because I am not a journalist, thank God, because will probably be my topic every day. Oh my God, I would be like the investigator bunny. Like that energized money. Anyway, moving on. My point is that the money that I do have from my lovely subscribers is I'm going to put that back into my channel. And all of that's coming. It may take some time, like everything else I'm doing. No, my point is that Meghan wants us to feel sorry for her. Remember when she did that pap walk and she was looking all like she had an attitude or just a weird look, like a upset look. I'm upset with the press and I'm pissed off because everyone's talking about me in a negative way. I'm stressed. You brought all of this stress, this trauma, all of this stuff on yourself. No one told you to go on the Oprah show, docuseries, and the rest of your crusade to take down the royal family and your friends, your own family, and so on and so on. And then create this media firestorm because she plays with the media. If you don't see that by now, then we're lost. She plays with the media. This is her playing with the media right now. She wants us to see the bracelet. So that's the only thing I noticed about the pap walk, and then I'm done with that. If I find something else I want to talk about it about, then I will. But you're not going to get a whole lot of that over here because I just don't care. And I know, but I have to talk about it because I believe some of you care that, oh, what is she doing out in LA? It's just the American people are waiting on something substantial. And since we have put our waiting caps aside because nothing's coming down the pipe anytime soon, that we just wait. There's no substance there. If there were substance there, then we were like, oh yeah, whatever. We'll wait until she comes out with her new whatever, whatever. But we know that there's nothing there other than trashing people. That's what she's good at. She's good at lying, leaking stories, manipulating, conning people, and so on and so on. That's Maghen's brand. And so WME is not going to be able to switch that into something other than what we already see. And no matter what cream clothes she wear or soft clothes she wear, act like she's going to court. And when you're in court, you wear these soft, beautiful clothes that make you look like you're the innocent bystander. That's why she's wearing those creams, I think. I'm just making things up. Listen, I do want to deep dive this one GB News moment. So I'm going off the grid. I'm not talking about what the pap walk. I did, and let's move on from it. So here we have GB News, this GB News journalist or whatever she is, Stephanie Takey, wants to forgive Maghen for all the stuff she's did, not the royal family, because she realized it's going to take some time for the royal family to forgive Maghen. She said, but us as people, the United States, the UK, everybody that doesn't like Maghen needs to forgive her, and we need to move on. Why are we different from the royal family and the UK people as if we wasn't affected by Maghen's shenanigans? And so in order for us to be able to forgive someone, they have first got to take accountability for their actions. And if you're walking around the street with a thing on your thing talking about you stressed because you want more sympathy, poor Maghen, she's getting all this bad press, she's getting all this bad stuff, it's not going to happen today. We're not going to go and start feeling sorry for this damsel in distress that's not a damsel. The last time I checked, she was on the Oprah show making millions. She did a fake Spotify 11 series and she made some millions after that. And isn't she about to write a book? So why would I feel sorry for someone that's doing what they always plan to do? No, the problem with Maghen is that she wanted us to believe the Kool-Aid, the coffee, the tea, and all of that she was spilling to us. And we said, hell no. We're standing with the royals. I'm standing with UK. I'm standing with the people that she offended. And I'm offended for her going on TV lying. So I want Stephanie to know that she can go right ahead and forgive Maghen all she wants to. But normally when you want forgiveness, you ask for it. Then the person that is going to forgive you usually is like, oh, okay, no big deal, we'll move on. No, Maghen is not taking accountability. She's trying to scoot things under the rug and then step on it, boop, 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 and then run away from it and let's move on and look at me do something else. No, we can't see your talents. We can't see your ambition. We can't see all this wonderful things and stuff that you have in store because you have done something really despicable and it's still, that taste is still in our mouth and we haven't got it out yet. Like a nasty hamburger and you're like, God, I still taste that hamburger. Ugh. That's how we feel about Maghen. We still taste the disgustingness that she's spewing out. And so why, Stephanie, would I feel sorry for someone that is heartless, that is a con artist, that is a manipulator, someone that is trying to manipulate you, Stephanie, manipulate the media, the royal family, everyone. But some people she's not going to be able to manipulate. And if you want us to start feeling sorry for you're going to have to start doing stuff that makes us feel sorry for you. You haven't even reached out to your father. According to Thomas Jr., her father's birthday was a couple of weeks ago. She didn't wish him a happy birthday. So why is she hoping that the royal family wish her one on the royal website? Why would anyone? Why would I reciprocate something that you don't do yourself? Let's get to it.
A bit wayward and stuff, but
listen to her.
He is the king's son, so there has to be that kind of respect there for him. I know he's gone a bit wayward and stuff, but I think...
Okay, So she's trying to say, since he's the king's son, that we should respect him. Okay, I'm digging. I'm reading between the lines. We did respect him. There was a level of respect. Let me tell you something. The United States thought Prince Harry, I did, was an eligible bachelor. That whoever got him was going to be lucky. I did. I didn't know all the other stuff that was going on with Harry that his family was suppressing. But I do know this, that he was a catch. And so he was respected. He was admired. He was all of these things. The UK loved him. And now they see that Harry has been bamboozled by a tramp.
Think it's like who has a family that is.
Okay, I had to rewind it a little bit, so you might
I think
have
it's
a little
like
bit of repeat.
who has a family that is perfect. There's always going to be family troubles, arguments, and I think look how long it's been going on in this country. This kind of toxic relationship with Prince Harry and Meghan. How long can we really keep up with this narrative? I think it's kind of.
It's weird that how she talks about it as if it's not their fault. The toxic relationships are coming from over there. I mean, we can go through any one of my videos and pick one and know that she has done something despicable to someone in one of those videos. Pick one.
Boring, if I'm being honest. And I think, the royal family.
Okay, so she's saying that it's boring. I think she needs to go tell Meghan and Harry that. I think she needs to let them know, because they perpetuate. I've heard that word a lot of times. They are the people that keep it going. The flame, the fire, the discord, the nastiness, the distrust, the calmness, everything. Meghan comes out and tells us that she's going to do a book about Lake at the Lake. Thank you, subscribers, for letting me know the name of the book. And like one of my subscribers said, this writer wrote all these things about Meghan. And it's almost like she wrote the book about these two, but switched it. I don't really know. I don't think that was the case. I do believe that Meghan is a manipulator, and that she's taking this story and writing it again, as if she didn't tell us on the Oprah show, the docuseries, the Spare book. And now she's going to write a memoir at some point, and then she's going to write a book about his mother dying, and they're a young couple. It will fail. As great as the book is, they're going to have to pull out some very strong stars to be able to make this movie into something. Who's producing it? Who's fronting the money? Netflix. Are you producing it for them? Are you doing everything, and all they're going to do is put their name on it, because that's what they normally do? I don't have any talent, Netflix, so you're going to have to do everything. You're going to have to just slap our names on it, and we're going to pretend like we did all the work. I know I switched this up. Let's go back to her telling us what we need to do about Harry and Meghan, how we need to forgive them. And she doesn't make any sense. If she had a logic, if she had a good substantial reason and she made sense, then I could see looking over there. But all she wants us to do is just forgive them just because he's a prince. Listen.
Long it's been going on in this country, this kind of toxic relationship with Harry and Meghan. How long can we really keep up with this narrative? I think it's kind of boring, if I'm being honest. And I think,
not.
The royal family, we've had to forgive them for a lot of things. It might be a bit controversial, but we've had to forgive the king.
We've had to forgive the royal family for many things. I'm sorry, but I don't remember any of the family members coming out talking about each other and talking about their Todgers and how one made them cry, and then they got into a fight with one of them, and how the other one wasn't being nice to their wife. So don't try to downplay Meghan and Harry's disgusting behavior. I love you guys. Let's don't do that. I need someone to repeat that for me. Let's don't dilute Meghan and Harry's disgusting behavior towards thousands, millions, Because they decimated the UK talking about how racist they were. No, no, it's not time. This speech that she's coming out with, I don't feel it yet. When I get ready to feel sorry for Meghan and Harry, everybody will know. That means that she is really taking accountability, and everybody's like, oh, look at Meghan. She is really having a hard time. No, a thing on your arm talking about your stress, I might need one of them. But what you're not going to do is force feed us this crap about we need to forgive someone that, first of all, is not deserving of it. You got to be deserving of your for forgiveness, because you got to first realize that you've done something wrong. And this Stephanie person wants us to feel sorry for Meghan and Harry for what? Don't downplay the destruction behavior and the onslaught war that Meghan and Harry did with their families. Now, I already know that there's no reconciliation over there at the royal family. They done took their names off of the website. Meghan has been erased. Breaking news. Meghan's HRHs have been removed from the royal website. She is no longer a princess. That hurt me. We will be talking about that from this moment on, how she is being erased. It is over, and it is sad. But that's probably why she's starting to feel sorry for her. But how do you feel sorry for someone that continues?
And Camilla for their affair and put that behind us. And
okay, she's Meghan number 2. Now she wants to bring up the royals issues. Okay, if you want to play apples and oranges, then let's do it. There was an affair that happened. That is not a rocket scientist. It happens all day long. People make mistakes. But the difference between Camilla, Stephanie, is that she has apologized for her behavior and what happened during that moment. And she has proven that she is a pillar of society and has so much to offer to the UK people. What has Meghan done? I don't remember her apologizing. I don't remember her taking accountability for the crap that her and Harry has done. No, she's sweeping it under the rug and moving on. Didn't she say that she's not worried about that stuff that happened 2 years ago, that somebody did something 4 years ago? You need to be worried about it because that's what you did. And now you want people like Stephanie and us to come out and feel sorry for you for what? You haven't reached out to your father and your family. You haven't apologized to them. You haven't apologized to the royal family for lying on them. Come on, guys.
And take her on as our queen and give her that respect. So why can't we forgive Harry and Meghan?
Well, there's a lot of people out there who don't. Well, there's a lot of people.
Let's do that again.
A lot of things, it might be a bit controversial, but we've had to forgive the king and Camilla for their affair and put that behind us and take her on as our queen and give her that respect. So why can't we forgive Harry and Meghan?
Well, there's a lot of people out.
Okay, so I'm going to pretend like I'm a journalist responding to her because she did ask the question. And I know I just said it, but I'm going to repeat it. The reason why we're not going to forgive these two is because they don't think that they've done anything wrong. And Camilla knows that she did. Her and Charles. They did. I know there's a clip out there where he apologizes or something like that. But is Meghan and Harry making accountability? No. They're pushing forward. They're still on that Titanic. Talking about, go, Titanic, go. Go, Titanic, go. It is a mathematical certainty that these two are despicable people. And before you start trying to forgive someone, they have to first realize that they've done something wrong. And do you see that? So that's my answer to your question. How am I supposed to forgive someone when they haven't even made an accountable for what they have done? Stephanie, let's keep going.
Out there who don't agree with that. I mean, I this came to me yesterday when we saw the military honours list came out, and he was absent. Say what you like about him, he's done 2 tours in Afghanistan, he's earned his spurs. But is the real barrier his missus? Will you have to leave that baggage behind in Hollywood?
Well, the problem is you have to take them as a pack.
He said his missus he had to leave that baggage home. He called her baggage. The journalist called Maghen baggage. That's big. That's telling Harry that you have something on your coattail that is weighing you down. But instead of taking notice that this is taking you all the way down and taking you out of your element, taking you out of your comfort zone, taking you into a world of a decimatedness, a dismay, a disarray, instead he's still holding on to this dysfunction, which is constantly taking his credibility and everything that Harry does down. I am truly disgusted with Harry. And I am figuring out that he has tripled down on supporting this woman. So he has chosen his side. So in the end, it's going to make it harder for him to climb back up to the top, because this Invictus is not going to be successful. And it's not going to be successful because I'm saying it. It's because of them. It's their fault. Stephanie, it's not our fault that Maghen and Harry put themselves into a situation where people don't like them and their reputation is shot, and whatever they touch turns to crap. What she's trying to do is beg us to forgive Maghen and Harry so that they can have some type of life. Because you can't have a life without a reputation. You can't have a life without a reputation if you're trying to be at the top.
Now, you cannot say to Harry, we'll take you back and not
Not
take
in
you.
Hollywood.
But in Meghan's, the problem here is Meghan's kind of turned away from the UK society and the UK lifestyle. So in that sense, that's why there's always going to be this division.
In the beginning, it was a big deal about Meghan turning away from the UK and the lifestyle and whatever. But people have come to terms with that. And they don't want her back. They don't want Meghan back in the fold. They don't want her in this. I know I'm hyped today. Hold on, guys. Because I'm trying to go fast and get it out. So this is a fast, as quickly as I can get it out. No, Meghan, I forgot what I was saying. Let's move on.
But it would be nice to see the family reunite again, but maybe too much damage has been done. But I think as the public,
She said that she would hopes that the royal family and Meghan and Harry them get back together, but there's too much damage. Okay, Stephanie, you want us to forgive them, but then but the royal family is not because of the damage. Okay, so she's separating us. She's separating the royal family from the UK people, from the American people, and so on. So she's trying to say that the royal family has a right to still be upset with Harry and Meghan based on what they said and what they did. But we don't have a right to be upset because we listened to it. Well, the reason why we're upset, Stephanie, is because Meghan got on there and dissed something that we like and that we care about. And not only did she diss it, she lied about it. And after she lied about it, she didn't apologize or take accountable for what she did. She's just moving on with it. And so why is it okay for the royal family to not forgive them because of what they did to them? And then we should forgive them because of what reasons? She didn't give up me a reason to forgive Meghan. And all she said was, pretty much, it's enough going after them. No, that's what Meghan wants. She wants us to scoot it under the rug so she can continue to make money and continue to fool the countries and fool us all and believing that she's this wonderful angel and that she was this damsel in distress from the royal family. And now she's trying to move on with that because it was just such a traumatic moment. No, that's a bunch of BS. Meghan married that man to become the very thing that she's doing right now in Hollywood. Meghan, we haven't forgiven her for that, for using someone to get into the royal family. This is the kicker. She uses someone to get into the royal family, and then she goes on and trashed the very thing that she needed to become what she thinks she is today. Why would you trash the very thing that made you famous? But we need to forgive her. Okay. Let's continue.
Maybe need to change our opinion on that.
Wow. What do you make of rumours that the marriage is on the rocks?
It's over.
Meghan, would you believe that?
I don't believe that. I just think that they're doing it differently.
She doesn't, it's almost at the end. She doesn't believe it, that they're doing it differently. No, they're in denial. The marriage is in crap-olaville. It would be for me, because I would be so stressed out. I would have 5 of those things on my arm, on each arm, trying to figure out how the hell did I get myself into this mess. But Stephanie, what you're not going to do is be a Sussex Squad, because I'll group them together. She's a Sussex. The Sussex Squad people keep pushing us to look at Meghan, and they're doing great. They're doing wonderful. She's getting an award. That's why we should like her. I'm not going to like someone because someone decided to give these idiots an award. I'm not going to like Harry because he's over there helping the Invictus. No, that's not going to change my mind about who he is. No, it just showed to me what he's doing is just trying to get it back together to fix things. And he's doing it too. He's suppressing all the nasty stuff that they did, and he's just going to keep pushing forward. You can't do that. Not with us. Not with us. Americans is like, oh, okay. They're just going to keep moving on without taking accountability for... No, their relationship is over, and they're pretending that it's some great, wonderful, made in heaven fairy tale. This is not a fairy tale. Being upset with all families, all friends, your work is going bad, then you got a woman that is on another planet all at the same time, but you're running around talking about you're happy and you're getting your wife a gift. Yeah, Harry's in Japan or Sydney talking about him and his friends, Nacho, is going to buy their wives a gift. Get it and get on. Why is that a story? You want to pump your wife up from where you are to tell us how wonderful she is? Harry, you've already done that to us. And the verdict is out. No matter how you try to pump Meghan up on this pedestal that she could have been something great or she's going to be something great and you can't wait, keep that to yourself. Because the verdict is out. We've already seen what Meghan can do and what she's about. And trust me, it ain't, we're good.
In the sense where they don't want to be slagging off the royals anymore. They don't want to be kind of putting this united front when it's like us. Don't want to be kind of putting this in the sense where they don't want to be slagging off the royals anymore. They don't want to be kind of putting this united front.
So she said that they don't want to be slagging off the royal family anymore. I said this a long time ago. Why did you do it in the first place? For money and fame or whatever? You don't want to be slacking off the royal family anymore. You should have never started slacking off the royal family. Why did you begin to do it? And then 5 years later, you're telling us that, we made a mistake. They didn't even say that. They took the money, pocketed it, and then they came out and said, okay, we're done. We're done slacking off the royal family. Let's move on from that. And so we as an audience is supposed to say, oh, okay, they're done with that. Let's forgive them. Let's move on. No, that's not how things work. Because once you've said something that you shouldn't have said, it's stuck. And now it's like, what? And now you want us to forgive it and her and move on and pat her on the back and help her with her endeavors. That's not how it's going to work, sweetheart. I'm sorry. No one's going to just pop open and start forgiving Meghan because she's not looking in the mirror. And just because she said 2 weeks ago that she was done slacking out the royal family, I'm done slacking out the royal family. We're done. We're finished. It's over. Oh, okay, we forgive you. We understand you needed to do that to get into Hollywood and make money and do all that, and you trashed all your friends and the Beckhams and all of this stuff. Look, what's going on is WME is pushing Maghen them out there. There's so much bad press and bad publicity that's coming from every which way. I believe WME is saying you're going to have to try to stop the onslaught, just the chopness of your popularity, because it cannot keep taking these hits. So you need to keep showing your face, keep going out, keep popping up every place so people can talk about other things other than the Oprah show, documentary, spare, therapy session. No, we're never going to stop talking about that, because that's the basis of our story. That was the beginning of the drama that these two have placed, and it will never leave their side. Now, I do believe they will probably get a few fans back and a few people back, but I'm finding it very hard to believe. And this is why they will get a few more fans, is because those that don't watch it like us or know who she is, people tend to be like, oh, okay, let that go. That happened 5 years ago. No, it just happened a few months ago. Harry and Meghan's debacle. Let's go.
When it's like us against the world. I think now
us against the world.
Doing things individually.
Remember that when they came out with something the other day, People magazine, them against the world? First of all, I wouldn't have said that, because you need us on your side. And as soon as you start blaming us, blaming the media, blaming the American people, because that's what blaming Spotify that they didn't do what you needed them to do after they built you a studio. That's it. The blaming. It's always someone else's fault. Just like my subscriber said, no, she's going to make the film, and then when it flops, she's going to be blaming, oh, this happened, and that happened, and that happened, and that's why everything just went to kaput. No, it's the people's hands that it's in. And we're not ready for a movie from them. We're not ready from anything but accountability and some realization that they have jacked up. And them coming out talking about they're done talking about the royal family is not accountability. That's just saying that they've decided to stop doing it because it's detrimental to their brand. And they don't have a brand. Their brand is drama. It's an embarrassment. Maghen has become a clown, an embarrassment to whatever she thought that she was going to become. And it's really sad. And that's probably why Stephanie is feeling sorry for Maghen, is because she sees the fall. But she has to see it, Stephanie. Maghen has to see it. How do you start feeling sorry for someone that's going about their lives like they don't give a care about nothing in the world but themselves? I'm at the end.
In terms of their career and how they're going to be promoting themselves, I don't think they are splitting. I think Meghan's playing it right, actually, because I think if she does split from Prince Harry, what has all this been for?
Oh, I'll tell you what it's for. It's for her brand. It's for her. It's all been about Maghen. Think about, I wish I was sitting there. Well, what do you think it was about? Don't you think it was about Maghen from the beginning? Don't you think it was all about her brand and all about her coming over here becoming a president or an A-lister or a producer? Now she's going to be a producer. I think she thinks she's too high up to be in a movie, but that's where she is. She needs to play in a movie and hope to hell that it does something at the box office, because I didn't know you could produce. She can produce. She wrote a book. Where she is talentless is the Oprah show, the docuseries, and the all that stuff that they did. And here's why. Is because that's what they came out with. That was the bombshell. This was their brand, was going after his family and making money. And then what the heck was Harry going to do? be the cameraman. I got some old videos and I said, what the heck is Harry going to do in LA other than say a speech? That's all he knows how to do. He's, like my subscriber said, he hasn't worked a day in his life other than with the royal family and charities. And now he's doing what he normally do. But I'm sorry, no one's looking. I'm not. I saw it on YouTube and I just don't care. And it's unfortunate because it's supposed to be a good cause. And so I'm starting to believe that anything that they put their hands on, whether it's charity or something else, it's not going to get a good return. They should be chunking out millions for these two. For her Archewell, and I'm done, for her Archewell Foundation to only have $13 million raised, that was one check from Oprah, allegedly, and hasn't raised any, and I don't know, I'm guessing, okay, this is a guess. And I don't know that, okay, I switched. I started thinking about something else. I was watching really quick. I want to talk about Lizzo really quick, and I want to talk about the Barbados. I think her name is Barbados, but she did a segment on Planet Popcorn, and Sue Smith was on there and a few others. And there was a statement made that they were going to go and do like a privacy tour to, protest against them or something like that. I watched a little bit of the show. It was long, 2 hours, I think. So I watched a little bit, so I really didn't hear it. But I really don't think that he meant it in that way. I really don't. I think it was a joke. But, now Maghen and them are watching Popcorn Planet, Sue Smith, and all of them, for them to know about all of this. So Boozy is out there, whatever. I don't like him. I don't care for him, whatever he does. I just kind of tune out. So for him going after channels, because he, to me, is losing his credibility. He's losing all of his fame and fortune. Eventually, Boozy will just fade away like the rest of those people. That's my take on that. Lizzo and her dancers. I'm just finding it very hard to believe that Lizzo is the person that these women are saying that she is. And it just sounds like that this could have been resolved without tarnishing Lizzo's brand. Because out of all the women that got picked, the ones that are coming out talking about, oh, Lizzo did this and Lizzo did that, you wasn't saying that when you were trying to audition and be a part of the group. And then when their accusations is not shocking me. It's just not like, wow, that happened. Oh, I'm so sorry that happened to you. Listen, I didn't read everything that they are accusing her of, but when I hear those women talk, it just sounds like some women that were disgruntled. Let me tell you about when you are being, like, when workplaces are unfair, okay? When you have been working there for 2 and 3 years and someone gets that you are not getting paid the same amount that everyone else is getting paid, and that you're doing more work and that you're training these people. And then here's the kicker, when they hire the people that you trained to be your boss, that's when it's lawsuit time. But this about fat shaming, Lizzo is bigger than all the women. And I just find it hard to believe that Lizzo is calling them fat in a derogatory way and telling them they got to keep their weight down. Okay, I know I went into that. Listen, love you guys. Please leave a comment and a like, please. What else was I going to say? I want to thank all my subscribers. I want to thank one of my subscribers that responded to me about Lizzo. I agree with you. I agree with you too. I just think that there is some shady stuff going on with that. And I am hoping that everything works out with Lizzo. Unless they tell me something else that is going on that was so bad that Lizzo did, I'm Team Lizzo. Like I said, there's a lot going on over here other than Meghan. And unfortunately, it's going to be hard for her to stay in the limelight without having, she can stay with drama, but drama doesn't make you money. Drama doesn't make you popular. Drama doesn't make you liked and loved. Meghan has been on the drama end of everything for so long. Her reputation and her popularity is so shot that it's going to be very difficult for her to bring out something that we love. It would have to be like, boom. It would have to be something that everybody is like, whoa, did you see that film Meghan put out? It had Cameron Diaz in there, it had Taylor Swift in there, and then it had Brad Pitt in there as the guy. I mean, who is she gonna get up there to play this movie where it's gonna like be a box office hit? And who's fronting the money? Redbird had a wonderful, wonderful post. I pinned it. She broke down some things. She had me thinking a lot about this. But, you know, what stars are they going to get to play this? Who's going to fit the bill? Netflix has already given the $3 million. Some of you said that Netflix is fronting the money just in case they got to kick Meghan and them off of it. And they're still trying to make up some of the money that Maghen and Harry has gouged them for. Listen, I'm out, guys. I know it went longer than I was supposed to. Hopefully you got everything that I was trying to say. I know I was talking a little fast. Kisses to all of you. Don't forget to leave a comment and a like. And I will be doing a live again. I don't know when, but I will give you a day in advance. This is what I'll do. I'll do a video and I'll talk to you about when it's coming out. And then you guys put it on your calendar and the time. And then that's when we're going to do it. That way, everybody's in sync.